Alright folks, this video I'm going to install the PCCOOLER Paladin EX400. Now, most of the coolers on this channel I've at least got to install once, twice. So I do these a lot of times without the instructions, but in this case we're going to have to use the instructions. Or not, we'll see. So here is the cooler. I am doing this in with two views, okay? So I'll try and put the link down below for it. You know why do I do that? Sometimes you miss stuff that you just can't capture in with one camera. So having a second one works out. Now I have, as you see, the stickers on the back. I have not installed this one. I don't even know why I bought this, except I think it was super cheap. And I said, you know what? There's another freaking video for YouTube I can do. Make that money. That's what I say to myself. At least sometimes I say that. Sometimes I realize I'm just, wasting more money, because even though one of my channels gets quite a few views, I've had to take breaks from it. 10 months, 9 months of not, hosting or putting up really good content. So that said, we do what we got to do, I guess. All right, here is the back mounting plate. We'll have to set this up for LGA 1700, which is the same as LGA 1851. So it looks like all the way out. Okay, should be the way to go. We've got a bag of hardware. Gotta get all the crap out of there. I don't even know why I'm saving the trash. So there are a bunch of different colors, and we're going to need these guys here. So that slot is for LGA 1200 and 1700. So we got that. I might have to get my glasses, folks. Not that the instructions are bad, but they're a little difficult to read. Alright, so of course, depending on which color or which one you're doing, you get a different color. And from the picture, it would appear we either need the orange or we need the white. This is ridiculous. Does it say anywhere on here what color's what? Well, first step, so you have this backing plate, folks. You would, oops, I always forget about that. You're going to line this up with the 4 holes around the CPU, and hopefully you'll be able to keep them in the alright, so what I usually do for this, folks, is I come in from the side of the table with them on, instead of what I just showed you, which didn't work. here, we've popped one of these, there we go, out. So, I just don't want to fit in here today. I'm not a big fan of mounting plates that fit multiple sizes, because just like I'm showing you here, I have some problems. Now, of course, having a blanket on top of your table to protect it is gonna just cause everything to frickin' snag. Oh my god. Never gonna do this on this table again. Alright. Hopefully you guys are catching that. Now, we've got to figure out which color this is, folks. Alright, so for those that can't see anything, I had to get my glasses. It's printed on there. It's hard to see, so if you're holding it this way, you don't see the label. But the blue is for LGA 1700. Alright, folks. Now, we've got that out of the way. The only other thing we need to do is figure out which screws go with this one. And it would appear that we need E, but which one is the question. Probably not the, so there's AMD screws. This would be the other Intel. So I believe we need these screws, folks. The ones that go with the Intel. So we're using blue spacers. And then we should be using the screws that go with the other. Alright, so I'm just getting these out. There's those. You'll put one there. And so you want this thing to sit nice and level, but alright, so we have that, folks. Now we're going to need our brackets. So it says when you put the bracket on here, note CPU is on the same direction of the arrow. What the fuck does that mean? Excuse my language. I'm going to assume that means it's pointing at the arrow. They definitely could have did a better job on these directions, folks. Holy freaking crap. So this isn't going to be easy. So out of the holes, all right, we have LGA 1700 is in the middle. And orientation wise, you always want to put your fan on there and go, okay, that's the direction I want the fan. So that means the bracket has to go across there, because you see on the bottom of this, and I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off now. We have our screws, and they have to go in like that. All right, so now that means this guy has to go in here like so, and this is not going to be as easy as I've seen other installs. Now, in my book, folks, it's always easier if the post comes with the bottom bracket and it comes all the way up. In this case, it's not designed like that. And so there's basically 3 locations on this bracket. Good luck getting that to go perfectly in the center. Looks like I got it in the center, but not without some pain. So on the bracket are arrows. We'll know right away if I screwed this up, okay? Because when you put the other one on here, if they are too far away, the posts are not going to reach. All right, and I think we're off to a very slow start. I will tell you guys that when you do one of these for the first time, it can be painful. I've had to get my glasses out. Alright, so there's a bunch of different ways to do this. All right. So after I get this screw in, the next step really would be to put thermal paste on, but we have to just verify that this thing's not crooked, not misaligned. So we'll put our CPU cooler down in a moment and just make sure it's going to line up with the holes. Now, you know, those of you watching this video, I've done tons of CPU coolers installations. There's probably at least 100 of them on this channel. I can still screw these up, just so you know. Alright, so it looks like we have this oriented the right way. I'm just gonna test this out though. I want to make sure that these are actually going to make contact. And okay, good. So they're aligned. The worst thing that can happen, folks, is you don't get this part of the CPU cooler to make almost, you know, basically you're going to have thermal paste between there, but for it not to make contact with the surface of the CPU. So they've provided this cheap thermal paste. And now you notice the CPU on here, i9-12900KS. I would not really recommend this CPU cooler for this CPU. At least if you're going to overclock or do anything real intensive, that potentially might not be the best for it. But for demonstration purposes, it'll work. And did you start this computer up, it would work in that aspect. If you were to try and run benchmarks, not so great. All right, so I'm alternating. We're going to tighten one side, then the other. This is hopefully allowing the thermal paste to spread evenly. Now, if you're watching this video and you were looking for the AMD or the LGA 1151, 1200, I'll do another video for those, and it'll probably go a lot smoother. All right, just so you know. There's that, folks. It's in. Not that you should lift it up like that, but it ain't going anywhere now. All right, so here's our CPU fan. All right. This is the intake side, okay? Usually the label's on there. This is the exhaust side, and you have these spindles or support structure, and then always, you know, what the model number is and all this crap. All right. So the I/O side of the motherboard, I'm not sure if both cameras are picking that up, but this is the I/O side. RAM's opposite that, okay? So on the RAM side, that's where the front of your PC is going to be, and you're going to suck in cool air across the fan through the tower and then back out the back, okay? Which, with that description of what I just said, you therefore need this on the intake side facing this way. All right, so now we need to put these guys on here, the clips, so it appear, having not done this before for this model, that they should just clip on like that. All right, so we'll grab the second one, and these things pop off so easy, so try to be careful. Yeah, I've already popped it off again. All right, so get that in there, get this side. So it's going to look like that, all right? And then, folks, you're going to basically pop this on here at the same time. And lo and behold, guess what? It's popped off again. So I'm going to just go ahead and get the one side in. And then we'll hopefully get the second one. Rotate the camera, as I'm not sure that the other camera's catching any of this. Alright, so try that again. Boom. Alright, now that's what it should look like. Alright, that's what it ought to look like. Now, final step, folks, is to plug this in. You have two headers here. We want the CPU fan, which is the light gray one, all right? And at this point, you would want to put a cable tie on here. They provided this little thing. So we can just run that back over top. It's not really ideal, but there you go. I'm not going to show you firing this up. I'm 100% positive this thing's good to go. But yeah, there you go, folks. There is the installation for LGA 1700, LGA 1851. I will do this again for AM4. I'll do it for AM5, and then we'll do LGA 1151. Like I said, those installations probably will go a lot smoother than this one did. You know, whenever you do a different CPU cooler from a different brand, it doesn't always go that smoothly, and this took a little while longer. So, but still got done in 20 minutes. So thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.